describe Ms. Stultz. Outgoing, entertaining, supportive, compassionate, and creative. Ms. Stultz has been teaching AP Lang for many years. She's friendly, approachable, and reasonable. This class has a reputation for a reason.
What's great about this class is College Board's open access policy. If you want to challenge yourself, you can take the class. You just need the will, and we'll work on the skill.
You're absolutely right, Rachel. Your kids are in good hands. Together as a team, we will work together to make sure your kids can succeed.
Mrs. Stultz mirrored the university argumentative English classes and structured our curriculum with numerous thematic units.
Students are exposed to awesome and worldly topics such as good, evil, free will, power, politics and corruption, success, money and class, oppression, injustice and the fight for freedom, and gender roles, expectations, and inequalities, among others.
Within these units, students will practice different writing skills such as rhetorical analysis, synthesis, and argumentative writing.
On top of that, students are exposed to writing focuses like diction, imagery, syntax, organization, and satire.
So in this class, we've read East of Eden for our summer assignment, but we'll also be tackling Free Will by Sam Harris, Fast Food Nation by Eric Schlosser, F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, and The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass by Frederick Douglass.
As this class is AP Language and Composition, texts are nonfiction and students are expected to learn argument, purpose, tone, and audience, as well as a variety of other rhetorical strategies.
In AP Lang, we keep organized. We use binders with 5 label tabs, toolbox for reference materials, Monday practice for multiple choice tests and quick writes, SAT words and allusions to broaden our knowledge, reading and writing, and essays.
Due dates are mentioned way in advance and agendas are posted in Google Classroom at the end of each week. Google Classroom is a useful tool for both parents and students to be informed on what's happening in class.
When we take on writing assignments that are process pieces, which are not done in class, we have to make sure we practice academic honesty and submit our work to Turnitin.com in addition to submitting our work in class.
Another awesome resource we have is Remind Text. Both students and parents can sign up for Remind so they can receive announcements from Mrs. Stultz. After this video, at the front of the class, there's going to be a sign with the details.
AP Lang, we cover a lot of material. However, with Mrs. Stultz's pacing, it's totally manageable with some time management skills.
There will be waves of work. Some moments are more lax with work time in class, whereas other times may be more demanding, like finals week. Just remember to calendar things ahead of time, make a to-do list, tackle one thing at a time, keep that growth mindset, and you can do it.
This is an AP class with rigor. Ms. Stultz expects students to meet high expectations. Learn to be assertive, ask questions, be a self-starter, and make sure you're on top of your game.
Communication is key. Have an issue, running into a problem, struggling with the work? Well, you can come in on Mondays and Wednesdays after school to get help from Mrs. Stultz. There's many opportunities to succeed.
Since this is an AP class, we obviously work towards the AP exam in May. This year, the exam takes place Wednesday, May 16th at 8 a.m. in the gym. With the right attitude and invested efforts, students will be able to tackle this test.
In regards to test prep, students will have lots of opportunities for revision sessions, mock exams, and lots of in-class practice.
Although this class is College Board approved, this class is not just limited to test prep for the exam. Students leave this class with an overall understanding of university level writing and partaking in collegiate discussions and explore a multitude of subjects.
Aligned with GGUSD expectations, students earn their grades through formative and summative assessments. Formative grades are in-progress works, and summative grades are post-progress works. Be sure to check areas, and if you see any red boxes, those are missing assignments.
Mrs. Jane Duarte stated, "I know how busy all of the teachers are as they have multiple classes and students. I really appreciated that I could send Mrs. Stultz an email about a concern I had, and she would respond that day. That lets me know that my child's education is just as important to her as it is to me. Thank you for making learning fun." Miss Sharon Young raves, "Her dedication and boundless energy flow in and out of her classroom. I am impressed by her willingness to help past students while keeping up with current students' needs. Plus, she has an Instagram. What? It's amazing to watch her interact with her students, co-workers, and class pet. I am mostly grateful for the support she showed my daughter during her transition into high school. Mrs. Andrea Bowman writes, "My daughter grew by leaps and bounds in your class. From the very beginning, she lacked confidence and often compared herself to those she felt were way far ahead of her. But by the end of the school year, you helped her to find her voice and helped build her confidence in writing and communicating in general. She continues to struggle with self-confidence, but she has come so far, and I know she'll continue to blossom. Thank you."
Peyton Rasloff says, throughout the year, Mrs. Stultz repeatedly pushed and encouraged students to strive to write better than they thought they could. Her patience with her students and willingness to make sure that they succeed was one of the best things about being in her class.
Ryan Stevens mentions the amount of time and effort Mrs. Stultz invests into her class and her students is absolutely incredible. She's there almost every day after school using her own free time to help students with revisions and one-on-one writing sessions.
Maybe it is the warmth that Mrs. Stultz carries with her 24/7 or the diversity of the classroom, but this class has made me fall in love with English. Maybe it's the comments she has left on my essays or the student work she hangs up that makes this class feel like a second home.
Mariana Grimmett says, "I gained confidence and found my voice through words. Her classes are more than about a school curriculum. She teaches students to be responsible and take control of their lives and to be held accountable."
Guys, my name is Charlie. I graduated Pacifica in 2017, and I'm currently in Baltimore where I study at Johns Hopkins University. As a former AP Lang student, I found that a lot of the skills really carried over to my college courses, not only in my expository writing class, but also in my sociology and public health classes, where identifying the argument and synthesizing the sources and readings really became a skill that I'm glad I had experience in before coming to college.
She definitely taught us how to look at different situations and look at specific details and be able to make your own decisions and your own valid opinions rather than seeking to follow someone else.
My name is Kevin Dunn, and AP Lang helped prepare me for college by teaching me how to collaborate with others, read and write critically, and helped me improve my time management. It also helped me finish my writing requirements for school as well.
Through AP Lang, I've been able to become a better critical thinker, a better oral communicator, as well as a better student who is able to balance academics with extracurricular activities. I find it amazing that I've been able to take these skill sets and qualities and apply them to my student life and leadership here on campus. As of right now, I'm actually engaged in 2 undergraduate research programs. I'm also part of 2 fully paid scholarship programs, and I hold 2 on-campus part-time jobs, all on top of being a full-time student. Through all of these opportunities, I've actually been able to leverage the knowledge that I've learned in AP Lang and apply them here so that I can further develop myself and my skill sets. I thank AP Lang for not only giving me the space to engage in debate and discussion and dialogue, but also for giving me the confidence to continue doing so even after I finish the course.
As former AP Lang students,
We've experienced this class firsthand and understand what these students will have to go through.
yes, AP Lang is a challenging class, but that's why it's an AP course.
But with the help of Mrs. Stultz and a little hard work,
This class will teach many lessons that will not only help students succeed now,
but in the future as well.
Thanks for attending Back to School Night and for supporting our students.